You find yourself second in the most recent polls.
Yeah.
How do you feel? I mean, do you feel surprised that you made this far now?
You know, I always want to have an impact, and of course, whether that's in the charitable realm, starting a charity, or being on the board of the USO, which I was in Chicago as well as here in San Diego, I've never not been involved. I mean, I've been involved in my church. I mean, I was on the school board of my church when I was 22 years old. So I've always been involved. So the congressional thing came up because there was a vacancy and I decided to do it. And then people asked me to think about running, for other positions. And since I had a decent background, they asked me to do it. It's not my fault that I lived in a congressional district that was pretty deeply blue, and I was a conservative, so it was pretty tough to get elected. And the same thing in Cook County, it was pretty tough to get elected. But I've always had a desire to have a voice and add my voice and my ideas and see what I could do to help the body politic.
Volunteerism, internships. I worked for Leo McCarthy as an intern, despite my infamous comments saying I don't know what the lieutenant governor does. I intimately knew what lieutenant governor did because I worked for him. And worked on a lot of campaigns, and that's, it was his obligation. You had to do those things. You got involved, but mostly cause-driven, mostly environmental efforts. But that was my, my engagement with politics. Campaign trails, knocking on doors, quite literally making phone calls, licking envelopes for various campaigns, large and small, county supervisor campaigns, mayoral campaigns, not just statewide and national campaigns, congressional. Not commercial, there's a postcard that was used on the campaign to promote his candidacy of me at 1 with my mother and my dad. The classic exploited photo of a young kid who didn't know I was there, being used to curry favor politically by the unscrupulous campaign consultant that organized the photo shoot.